Greetings, friends, and welcome to Saturday. As I'm sure you can tell, I have a little bit more energy today than I did yesterday, so hey, that's a win, I'd say. I'm still very tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, but I did go to bed at midnight, which is my usual bedtime, and I actually slept throughout the night. And when I say I slept throughout the night, sorry, there's a hair stuck in my tripod, I was pulling that out. And when I say I slept through the night, I mean I woke up at 5 a.m. So it was only about 5-ish hours of sleep, but you know what? That counts. I was so tired when I woke up, though, that I basically set an alarm and laid down, and I have my window open at night because it's summer, so I like to let the cool air into my room while it's nighttime, and then I close it before it gets too hot. So I had an alarm set for around afternoon, because that's when it's getting hot, and I think we're getting into the peak of the heat almost. I think we've still got a few more hours before that happens, but I set an alarm for 12 p.m. so that way I would wake up and be able to close my window. But I woke up before then, and after that, I basically got a lot of work done. But before that, my Dragon Quest addiction came full circle. So, let me tell you guys a little something. I might have mentioned it in the vlog before, but something I've been doing recently is playing Dragon Quest III while I watch/listen to Nintendo Capri Sun's Dragon Quest Builders Let's Play, because it's just a very chill time. It's really nice. But in the span of 2 days, I have spent 15 hours on Dragon Quest III. 15 hours in 2 days. Now I know to some people that's going to be like, oh, those are rookie numbers, me. But like, that's a lot to me. I haven't played a game that long, that consistently, in a very long time. And honestly, I'm still tempted to play more today. Heck, I did play more today, before I took my, later morning nap, because I woke up at 5 and was up for a little bit, and then I fell back asleep around 8. In that time, I was playing Dragon Quest III. I went to the Tower of Ascension, or whatever it's called, and from there, I lost my train of thought. I saw a Discord notification, so my brain was like trying to read it. But I went to the Tower of Ascension, got the Book of Wisdom, or whatever it's called, and turned my cleric into a sage. And I've since been not only grinding for the sage, but just grinding for my party in general, because right near All Trades Abbey are a bunch of metal slimes, and to anyone who's never played Dragon Quest, this all probably sounds like total gibberish, and I apologize. But I've just been doing a whole bunch of grinding, and it was really fun. Even without listening to Tim's Let's Play, I was just having a good time. And honestly, if this keeps up, I think Dragon Quest III may become one of my favorite games of all time. It's really fun, and I'm having a blast playing it again. I feel like it's easier to play now, because I'm aware of when the difficulty spikes. So I'm getting to a point where it's like, oh, this boss is coming up, okay, I need to grind and prepare for that, you know, all that stuff. So it's definitely easier the second time around. So then I took my nap, closed the window, and then I got to work this morning. Or this afternoon, I guess, even though it's only just turning 2 in the afternoon. But I procrastinated for a little bit, basically, and just kind of derped around, and then I finally got to work. I basically hold myself to an incredibly high standard, and I just, I felt bad for not being productive enough yesterday because of the fact that I didn't sleep at all, and I got, no writing done. So today, I kind of forced myself to push through and write a little more, so I decided to return to my older writing approach, where, well, when I say older, I mean it happened earlier in the book, but it kind of happens less and less as the book progresses, where I'm writing scenes that are dedicated to specific characters' perspectives, and instead of having the whole chapter focus on that perspective, I'm just writing that scene, and then doing a break before writing another scene from another perspective. And that really helped. I casually wrote 7 pages this afternoon. So I can say that I've done my creative work for the day, and we are good to go there. As for the rest of the day, who knows? I'll probably talk to Kayla while I can, maybe play some more Dragon Quest III, because I'm apparently addicted to that game, and who knows what else today will bring. But that's kind of the fun of life, isn't it? You never really know. As you might imagine, it's evening now, It is past midnight, so I did a good job actually staying up until the time I wanted to. I am very happy about that. Today was a good day. I didn't really get a lot of food in my system, unfortunately, so my body's getting all dumb. But outside of that, I got 7 pages of writing done. I don't know if I did that pre-early vlog or post, but I wrote 7 pages in my book, and that's very nice. And then I played more Dragon Quest III before I'm like, I'll give it a break for now. And I was watching Tim play Dragon Quest Builders, and I was talking to Kayla on Discord. We actually got to do a call today. It's the first time in a while that we got to do that. And I was telling them, Dragon Quest Builders looks like a game you'd totally be into. And they're like, yeah, I'll give it a try someday. And then I'm like, I have it. Why don't I show it to you? So I plugged my PS4 in, put Dragon Quest Builders in for the first time in 3 years. It's been 3 years since I last played it. And, well, let's just say I started and I didn't stop. If it wasn't for the fact that it was already getting late, I could have played all night. I am hooked on Dragon Quest Builders. It's so incredibly fun. There's like so much customization you can do. The combat system's like really simple, so even someone like me who doesn't do action-based combat well can understand it. The characters are charming. The music is all fantastic. It's all like orchestral arrangements of old school Dragon Quest songs, and yeah, everything about it is perfect. It is an amazing game, and I am so playing more tomorrow. I am so going to. I want to do writing first, though, because I'm one of those people who likes to be like, okay, work first, play later, so I'll get some writing done first. Don't know if I'll do 7 pages, but if I can, that'd be awesome. But I'm gonna play more Dragon Quest Builders tomorrow. And then after that, I actually played more Breath of the Wild. I was talking to a friend of mine because we're both kind of having trouble sticking to our main games, mine being Tales of Phantasia, which I dropped because I was getting very impatient with it. And then the second game was Breath of the Wild. It's a game I've had since the Switch came out, and I've still never beaten it, so I'm starting fresh, and I'm playing through Breath of the Wild myself, and I'm playing very slowly, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to my first Divine Beast, which is Vah Rudania. I think it's what it's called, the one in the Goron region. And I'm like making my way through the stealth segment. But I'm having a lot of fun. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. My point in saying this is that I was talking to my friend and I told them, there's this philosophy I want to adopt where I feel like we get overwhelmed by video games because we play them with the intent to beat them. But when a whole bunch of our game library consists of really long RPGs, naturally you're going to get burnt out. It's going to get overwhelming, and it's like, well, I don't have the motivation to, play anymore. So I adopted a new mentality when playing video games. I'm not playing them to beat them. I am going to play them with the intent purely just to play them. Just to enter the game and have fun. That's going to be my only intention. And I think that's why I enjoyed Dragon Quest Builders and Breath of the Wild so much. I'm not rushing through to get the ending. I'm just playing them to have fun. And I think I'm going to adopt that mentality from now on, instead of feeling like I need to get through my backlog or whatever. But I thought I'd impart those words to you guys. Maybe some of you are struggling with a big backlog as well. Take it easy. There's no pressure. You're not in a competition or anything. You don't have to beat your games right away. Just enjoy the ride. It's about the journey, not the destination. Anyway, I'm quite tired, so I'm gonna get some sleep, and hopefully sleep through the entire night. So, thank you all so much for watching. You're all wonderful people. And as always, let's do our best tomorrow.